Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins says Dallas County has the most presumptive positive or positive coronavirus cases in Texas. He says that he did not want to wait. He wants to make immediate change, and that's what came about when he made the shelter in place or shelter at home order. He says that this goes into place between midnight Monday, and runs until April 3rd, but that could be extended. Now, this is a wide-ranging order, and it details what you are able to do when you're not at home and who is able to work. So let's get started with the information. So basically, the order effectively keeps restaurants open for takeout and delivery orders. It keeps grocery stores, gas stations, convenience stores, and liquor stores open. We're going to break down the specifics of that order from parts of Jenkins' press conference earlier.
I announced to you a difficult decision, but one based on science. Dallas County will move to a safer at home order. This is also known as a shelter in place order. This order is our best chance to flatten the curve here in Dallas County and save as many lives as possible. I know there will be economic hardship and business closures with this order, and it makes me sick that we are at this point.
On Tuesday, Judge Jenkins went through a list of jobs that are deemed essential, meaning you can still go to work as normal Tuesday morning, but everyone is encouraged to work from home if possible. If you are a construction worker, plumber, daycare provider, caring for the child of an essential job worker, food industry with to-go and takeout orders only, grocery store workers, public transportation worker, these are some of the jobs that you will still be able to do on Tuesday morning.
Work necessary to the operation and maintenance of the 16 critical infrastructure sectors as identified by the National Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency, including public works construction, residential and commercial construction, airport operations, water, sewer, gas, electrical, oil refining, roads and highways, public transportation, solid waste collection and removal, internet and telecommunication systems, including the provision of essential global, national, and local infrastructure for computing services, business infrastructure, communications, and web-based services, financial institutions, defense, and national security-related operations, essential manufacturing operations provided that they carry out those services or that work in compliance with social distancing requirements.
Shelter in place order saying 200 counties in Texas have zero COVID-19 cases. Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins and Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson says the order needs to be statewide, but both individually say that they will do what's needed to protect those within their power. Jenkins hopes North Texas counties will follow Dallas County's lead.
We are the largest metro area in Texas. We have the largest number of cases in Texas. We have the largest amount of community spread in Texas. And we have the largest amount of uninsured people of any metro area in the United States. 250,000 people in Dallas County work for a living but can't afford health insurance and don't have that afforded to them by the state of Texas like they do in California, Oregon, and New York, because Texas didn't take our share of the federal money for Medicaid expansion. So those folks aren't going to the doctor.
Finally, a chart was shown during the press conference. You've probably heard for days about flattening the curve. The graphic shows three scenarios. One, if no restrictions are done, that's that high peaking red part of the chart. One shows if there's a shelter in place order, and the other one shows basically a total lockdown. Jenkins says this shelter at home order are the restrictions that are needed to prevent what other countries did too late.
The goal of this order is never to exceed our hospital capacity and to minimize the catastrophic outcomes we are seeing in other countries because they waited too long. We have seen deaths in Dallas County. We announced one this morning It's sad news to inform you that another person has died in the last few hours. The simple truth is that the numbers tell me that we must act swiftly. We are headed to a point of no return if we continue to dawdle. And while I know what we must do, the powers at my disposal can't do it without all of you. And for that matter, we can't do it without at least our regional partners. If you're not working for one of these essential businesses, if you're not out taking a walk or a jog in the neighborhood 6 feet away from everybody else, or going to the grocery store or the doctor, you should not be out, okay? And we have a lot going on, folks. We're about to see a wave of first responders as we go out to help people go down and be quarantined. Okay, you've already seen 2 or 3 police, but the more this happens and the more our heroic first responders go out, they go down, and then there's less of them. So I need you to police yourselves. Now, police yourself.
Now, I know that was a lot to unpack, and we have more information on our website, but simply put, if you can work from home, you're urged to work from home. If you are not an essential worker, if any of those jobs that you heard does not fit the description of what you do, you are urged to stay home. This does not mean grocery stores are closed. You can still go to the gas station, the grocery store, and get the things that you need. You can still go on jogs and runs and do those things, but Judge Clay Jenkins, Blake, and Natalie basically saying if you don't have to go out, they are ordering you not to.
Okay, Stephen, one quick question. So what does this mean for people who live in Dallas County but may work somewhere else, or who live outside the county but work in Dallas County?
We asked Judge Jenkins that very question, Natalie, and Jenkins says the order says if you are a Dallas County resident. So he said it doesn't matter if you work in Fort Worth or in Plano. The order tells Dallas County residents to shelter at home if you do not have an essential job. And so vice versa, if you live in Tarrant County and work in downtown Dallas, you're not allowed to come to Dallas County if you do not have an essential job. Also, it's important to note one thing that I did not mention. Dallas ISD, a lot of students are relying on those lunches while school is out. I talked to the judge's office. You can still, parents and students still go to those schools in Dallas ISD to pick up those lunches that are provided, that are available for children every day until school, if it does return.
Got it. Okay, Stephen, thank you for clarifying those important points. Live in Dallas tonight. Thanks.